Hello students. Until now we discussed about co-sequential processing of two lists, isn't it? In this session we will discuss about merging of more than two lists. How to merge more than two lists. That is extension of the model to include multi-way merging. A k-way merge algorithm. Okay. K-way here K means the number of list you are going to merge. Okay. Now consider you have two list. One is the actual list of items and the index of items. Okay. Index for the list. Say list 0. For example, consider the following list. That is a list 0, that is 4, 6, 8, 11, 14. All these are items in list 0. And list 1 has items 3, 5, 9, 12, 13. And list 2 has items 1, 7, 10, 15, and so on. And 2, 9, 11, 15, 17, 19. Now, in this algorithm, you have a minimum index function to find the index of item with the minimum collating sequence value, and an inner loop that finds all lists that are using that item. That is, first what you are doing is you are finding the minimum index of item comma k, and send it to minimum item, and then process the minimum item. Say in our example here, first you have to find the index of this with the minimum values, that is 4, 3, 1, 2. This is the index items, and out of this you have to find the minimum item, that is 1 there, isn't it? And then for I equal to 0, I less than k, I plus plus, if item of minimum item double equal to item of c, that is you are going to compare this one with all the other items. That is now the minimum item is 1 here, isn't it? This you have to, that is item of C, you have to compare it item of 1, that is 1 is equal to 4, 1 is equal to 3 or not, 1 is equal to 1. Yes, there is a match, right? In that case, what you have to do, you have to process the next item from the list, that is 7. Okay. And then checking 1 is equal to 2 or not. No. Now, next item set, index item set, you have 4, 3, 7, and 2. Again, follow the same thing. You find the minimum item. What is the minimum item there? 2. Next, this 2 you have to compare with the 4, 3, 7, and 2. There is a match. Now, proceed in this particular list. Okay, proceed in this particular list. See, this we processed first. Next we processed this one, isn't it? Okay, now you have moved in this list. What are the index items now? 4, 3, 7, and 9 there. Next, the minimum item is 3 there. Okay, now you have to, next item you have to move this to 5. Item is 5. Now the index has a 4, 5, 7, 9. So you are getting the sorted list of items there, isn't it, as the output. Again, what is the minimum there? It is 4. Again, you have to compare this 4 with all the items here and move in this particular list there. What is the minimum now? It is 5. You have to output 5 and compare 5 with all the items here. Now you have to proceed in this particular list. Next item you have to fetch from this list. Again, you have the index item 6, 9, 7, and 9. and this, what is the minimum? It is 6. Okay, and you have to process this output 6, and then you have to select the next item from this list, that is 8. Now in the index you have 8, 9, 7, 9. What is the minimum? This is the minimum. Next minimum, again you have to compare with all this, you have to proceed in this list. Next minimum is 8. Next is you have 11, 9, 10, 9. See, minimum item in this is 9. Now you have to compare this particular 9 with the first element, that is 11. No match. It the second index item with the 9, yes, there is a match. You have to proceed in this particular list. Again you have to compare with this item. No match. With this item, yes, there is a match. See, now there is redundancy, so you have to proceed in this particular step. You have to proceed in these two lists here. Okay, next item from this two list you have to fetch, and like that you have to move on. Okay, that is when you have duplicate items. Okay, in case if you don't have duplicate items, you just have to go ahead with these 3 steps. That is the for loop, that is comparison for loop is not needed in that case. Okay, comparison for loop is not needed in that particular case. You just have to find the minimum of the minimum index, and then you process that particular minimum item, and move in that particular, that is, you select the next item from that particular minimum item list, that is next item in list of minimum I to the more items of minimum. Okay, next is, instead of selecting the minimum item in the sequential order, what you can do is you can use a selection tree, which will give the output faster compared to the sequential selection. Okay, this shows an example of a selection tree here. Okay, now you have 8 list given here, the list 0 to list 7, and each of these list is sorted in ascending order. Okay, now say you don't have any redundant keys here. Now what you have to do is, from the two list you have to select a winner. In this case, winner is the element with the less value. Okay, in the list 0 and list 1, the winner is 7 there. Again from list 2 and list 3, the winner is 11. From list 4 and list 5, the winner is 5 there. It will move to the parent node. Next, the winner is 8. And from these winners, again you have to select one more winner. The winner is 5 there. From 5 and 8, again 7 and 11, the winner is 7. And from this to the winner is 5. 5 will move to the root node there. Okay, now in this tree you can see that the root node will have the minimum value. That is, easily you can take this out to the output list. 5 will be taken out from this list. Next, again you will select the winner, and you will get the next item. That is, each time from the root you will get the items in ascending order. This is called the use of a selection tree to assist in the selection of a key with the minimum value in a k-way merge. That is, you are accessing, getting the values in ascending order. Okay. Next is a second look at sorting in memory. Earlier, see, when you have a file that easily fits into the memory, what you used to do? What you will do? You will do these 3 steps. That is, read the entire file from the disk into the memory. Then, after reading that file into the disk memory, there you will sort the file, and then after sorting, you will write the file back to the disk. So the total time taken is the time for reading the file into the memory, and then the time for sorting, that is sequential sort or binary sort, depending on the sort you have the time consumed. And then after sorting, you are writing back the file to disk. These are the 3 total times you have the delay, isn't it, when you are sorting the file in the disk in the memory. Okay. Now we will look into overlapping processing and IO. Nothing but, see, as you read the file, you are going to arrange that particular file in order. That is, processing is done as you read, and processing is done as you write to the file. That is, reading and processing you are going to club, and processing and writing you are going to club. That is called heap sort. Okay. Now we'll see to the properties of this heap sort. Each node has a single key, and that key is greater than or equal to the key at its parent node. That means the parent node is either smaller or equal to the child node. Okay. It is a complete binary tree. That means all the nodes will be at the at a difference not more than 2 levels. Okay. Because of properties 1 and 2, the storage of the tree can be allocated sequentially as an array. That means this tree can be allocated in the memory in the form of an array. Now, as an array in such a way that the root node is index 1, and the how to arrange the array. We are speaking how to arrange the array. Okay. Root node will occupy index 1, and the indexes of the left and the right children of the node are I of the node I are 2i and 2i plus 1 respectively. Now we will see how to do this. Okay. Here in this figure, you can see an array which is associated with this particular heap there. Okay. A heap in both its tree form and as it would be stored in an array. Okay. Now I told in the heap properties, we saw that the root node occupies index 1 in the array, isn't it? Index 1. Now how to find the child nodes of this one? Left child, how to find the left child of this particular node? That is 2 into 2 into I. I means here I is 1, that is equal to 2. So the left child is 2 now. Okay, that is this one left child. Correct, right? What you have here, it is B. Left child of A is B. Now the right child is 2 into I plus 1. Plus 1. You have to add 1 to it. That is equal to 3. This is the right child, correct? No, that is C there. Okay. Now you have to you can find the left child of B. What is the left child of B? That is index into 2. 2 into 2. How much is it? 4. What is there in 4? That is E. This is the left child, and 2 into 2 plus 1. This is the right child of B. Okay. Left child of B and right child of B. Now for C, what is the left child? 3 into 2, that is 6. I is the left child, and 3 into 2 plus 1, that is 6 plus 1. This is the right child of B. Similar way, you can find all the child nodes, as well as you can get the parent node also. If you know the index, you can get the parent and the child elements from the array. We'll see to an example next. Example, before that, before moving to an example, we'll see how to insert an element using the code. Okay. Int heap insert of new key. New key you want to add to the array. What you have to do? If first you have to check if number elements is equal to maximum elements or not. Okay, maximum elements is the capacity of that particular array. The maximum, how many nodes it can include. Okay, and number of elements is the present number of elements occupied in that particular array. What you have to do initially, you have to increment number elements, and then you have to add the new key to the heap array of number elements is equal to new key. That means to the last position you have to add the which one, the new key. Okay, so to this example here, the first row, if you see, you want to add insert A. What you have to do, you have to insert it at position 9 there. Now the max element is 9 and number of elements here is 8. Okay, now after doing so much, next what you have to do, you have to reorder the heap. You have to sort this one. How to reorder the heap? Int k equal to number elements, that is k you are initializing it to number elements, that there you will initialize it to 9, and int parent, one more variable to store the parent, while k is greater than 1, that means k has a parent. What to find the parent? K by 2, that is by 2 will give the parent element, and at the parent index you have to see, you have to compare the parent with the new key. If the new element is greater than or equal to 0, then come out. Else what you have to do, you have to exchange the parent and the new key. Okay, and make new key k as the parent, store parent to k. We'll see how this works using an example here. See, in this example, we want to insert A to this array. What we have to do is, initially we have to insert A to this last position there, and then you have to find the parent of this particular index. That is how to find the parent of this particular index. That is index by 2, 9 by 2, that is approximately 4. So the parent of this is 4 here. Okay, now this at 4 you have F, and at 9 you have A there. Now since A is less than F, you have to exchange these two. That is, you have to move A to 4th index and F to 9th index there. Okay, and then next what you have to do, again here you have to find the element. At the 4th position you have A, right? This you have to that is you have to find the parent of 4. Now what is the parent of 4? 4 divided by 2, that is 2 is the parent element here. What you have in 2 is E. At 4 you have A. Now compare these two. E is greater than A, so exchange these two. E you have to bring it here, and A you have to move to this position. Okay, and then again here you have to find the parent of A, that is index 2. Parent of index 2 is 1. 2 by 2, that is 1. And you have to compare these two, B and A, which is smaller. A is smaller, so you have to exchange this index 2 and 1. A you have to move to the first position and B to the second position. And so this is reordered. This is how reordering is done in heap sort. Okay, next, now you understood how to insert an element into the heap, right? Next we will see okay, next we will see how to one more example is given here, that is finding a heap for FDC GHIBEA, this sequence, how to find a heap for this particular sequence. We have to go on adding the elements one after the other. Okay, we'll see to it how to add in the array. First, new key to be inserted is F. Just a minute. Okay. See here. The new key to be inserted, that is the first, this sequence you have to insert FDC GHIBEA. The first key to be inserted is F there. Okay, you will insert F to the first index, that is as a root, initially as a root. Okay, next new key is D, where you will insert D first. To the last position is 2. Now first you have to insert D here, and then you have to find the parent of this particular index, that is 2 by 2, that is 1. And then you have to compare F with the D. D is smaller, so you have to exchange it. F will come here and D will go there. Okay, next the next key to be inserted is C, where you have to insert C first. Here in the third position you have to insert the C first, and then you have to find the parent of this 3, that is 3 divided by 2. 1 is the parent, isn't it? So what happened once one is the parent. Now you have to compare C with D. C is less, so you have to exchange it. C will go to this first position and D will come here. This is the result. Next, again, next item, new key is G, where you have to insert G first here in the fourth position. Okay, and then what you have to do, G, you have to find the root of this index, that is 4 divided by 2, that is 2. This is the root of it. What is the element here? F, and here it is G. Compare these two. G is greater than F, need not exchange. Okay, and then next you have to insert H, where to the last position you have to insert and check with the parent node and do the exchange if necessary, else you go on proceeding. This is how you are inserting the elements into a heap or constructing a heap. In the exam you might get questions to construct the heap. In that case you have to go on constructing like this. Okay, that is a new key you have to insert at the end. Then you have to find the parent of that particular key, and then you have to compare, and if necessary you have to exchange it, and then again find the parent until the root node. You have to do this, it reaches the root. Okay, now we learned about how to insert the keys into a heap. Next we will learn how to remove or delete the element from the heap. Sorting while writing to the file. The second and the final step involves writing the heap in sorted order again, isn't it? In the sorted order, you are going to write it to the file. Determine the value of the key in the first position of the heap. This is the smallest value in the heap. From the example, we saw that, isn't it? The first root, at the root, you have the smallest value. Once if you take the element out of the root, next what you have to do is move the largest value. Where the largest value will be, that is at the last position. That value you have to move it to the front, that is to the root, index 1. Okay, and then reorder the heap by exchanging the largest element. Next you have to go on reordering the heap. That is what you are doing in writing. Okay, this is the remove method of heap sorting. Go through the lines here. Heap remove of, what you have to do first, you have to copy the heap array of 1, that is the first in root element, to value, and then next you have to copy the last element, that heap array of number elements to the first position, heap array of 1, and then you have to decrement the number elements, that is you are removing one element, isn't it? You have to decrement the number element, and then you are going to reorder. How to reorder? Int k is equal to 1, initialize k to 1, and int new k node to exchange. Okay, while 2 into k, that is the left child, is less than equal to number elements, k has, that means you are checking if k has at least one child. Okay, in that case you have to compare both the child elements, that is left child and right child, you have to compare, and then you have to see which child is less value, which child has the less value, and that particular child you have to insert copy it to new k. Okay, see, compare 2 into k, that is left child, and right child, 2 into k plus 1. If left child is less than right child, then new k is equal to the left child, else new k is equal to the right child. Okay. After that, you have to compare k with that is the element you copy to the first index 1 with new k, that is the child. And if k is less than new k, then exchange k and new k. And then you are inserting new k into k and continue with this while loop again. This is what you are doing in heap removal, that is writing to the disk. If I say using a simple example given here, that is the same example we will consider. See the first row there, first array there, where you want to remove an element. We'll see how to remove an element from the first array there. Okay. Now, okay. What is the first element there? Let me remove B from this particular array. Okay. What you have to do? You have to remove B and the element at the last position, that is G, you have to copy it into the first position here. G you have to copy it here, and then you have to reorder. Okay, how to do the reordering? You have to find the children of this node, that is child of this is left child is 2 into 1, that is 2, and right child is this one, and then you have to compare these two child and check which is smaller. Now here the right child is smaller, so this smaller child you have to compare it with this one here, and then you have to exchange, that is now G will come here and C will go to the first position. Okay. Next again you have to find the child of this one 3, third index, that is 6. This and this are the left child and right child here. Okay, now you have to find the smallest of these two, that is D is the smallest element. You have to compare D with G. Now D is smaller, so exchange, D will come here and G will go to this position here. Okay, this is already deleted. G will come to the last position. Now this is how removal is done. Thank you, students.